and they would have to serve the penalty because you couldn't get to them fast enough. If you're able to clear it and review it to make sure that it's true or not, um, like what would be the process that we go by?
That is a weird scenario.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's just something I'm gonna have to think about, but not tonight. Okay, let me finish up the rules, and y'all save your questions for after. Okay, I just want to make sure I finish all this. Off-pace traffic, your default line will be high. Okay, unless stated otherwise by myself or the leaders. Okay, leaders. With that being said, I'm not always going to be panned on you guys. So if I'm not, feel free to speak up and ask them to go high. Okay. If you do not go high, I'm going to give you a drive-through penalty. Okay. Again, if you're off pace, get out of the way. All right. Blinking issues. If you start blinking, I will monitor it for a portion of a lap. If it continues, I'll ask you to drop to the back of the pack you're in. If it starts again when you're working your way back up the field, I will ask you again to drop to that pack. And if it happens for a third time, then I'm going to have to ask you to drive into the pits and figure it out. Okay. There is a yellow line rule in effect. There is no passing below the yellow line. If you go below the yellow line, you must not advance positions. Please work your way back up the track safely. As usual, we do not tolerate any wrecking for money positions. This goes for, hell, like we can't, like if we have like 4 laps left in the race and you're wrecking somebody from money positions, we still take that as an intentional wreck. Okay. So again, we don't tolerate that. Keep it clean. I understand incidents do happen, but with that being said, you basically have 3 strikes and you're out here. Your first caused wreck that warrants a yellow, you will receive an EOL. If you cause a second wreck, you will receive a drive-through penalty after the following restart. And then if you cause a third one, you will be DQ'd from the race. I find this a little lenient.
Race on.
Don't make me make it more strict and making incident number 2 a DQ. Okay, that's all I ask. With that being said, I know we got guys working together in here. Okay, I'm going to make this short and sweet. I don't want to catch anybody planning to intentionally wreck their teammate to have a chance and bring out a caution to have a chance at the money spot. If I catch you intentionally wrecking a teammate, you will be DQ'd from the race immediately, and you will receive a 1-week suspension. And if it happens again, you will be gone from the server. Okay, I just want to make that understood because we've had it happen before, and it's not going to happen again. Okay, just want to make that.
What clear. About people just stopping on the track? Same situation.
Mic check. Like just deliberately stopping on the track.
Yeah, to cause a caution.
That you will be DQ'd if you do that. So if you want to leave the game or leave the race or whatever, I ask you to drive it in the pits. Do not stop on the track and make a caution come out. But with that being said, I've covered everything I needed to cover. Does anybody have any questions? I know we have some new faces in here and a lot of familiar faces, so bring on the questions.
How many fast repairs?
Just one fast repair.
All right, thank you.
I got a question real quick. I was banned on voice chat for iRacing for about 3 months. I was wondering if I could join one of the empty voice channels here in the Discord.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, use the Discord. Find somebody.
You can join anyone and anything.
Okay, for sure. I appreciate it.
And with that being said, guys, I do recommend you guys find people to work with. I've raced in these races plenty of times, and if you come into these races solo, they're pretty hard. So just find guys to work with, have fun with them, and just be a fun race.
Hey, Darren.
Yep.
Hey, I just kind of hopped in late. Sorry about that.
We are live from Talladega Super Speedway from our HSR Money Racing last week. I was not able to do this, and I believe this is actually going, should be, I'm just checking the Roku stream, but if y'all are watching this on the Sim Racing channel, welcome to this. I am Bryce from Ghost Racing Network. Don't do this very often. Most of the times that you see is either through pretty much a replay of the races, because I'm not someone who normally has like a set time to live stream most of this stuff. But they are in the middle of qualifying currently, and I'm trying to get this pulled up just to make sure that is going completely smooth for you all. I believe it is just taking a little bit for me to load. Of course, technology would not want to work with me. It is a 55 lap race today, so it's definitely a little bit smaller than what it normally is. But I think that it will be a pretty good race. I believe that this is actually a pretty big field. We've got 23-ish drivers here tonight. It'll definitely be interesting with these guys going around the track here, as it should be wanting to broadcast here. I'm just making sure that it is. Will not be having any issues here. Let me see. I don't believe that it should be having any issues, but I believe that might have just been qualifying that just ended. No, actually, I thought it just ended for these drivers, but they're still out there on track currently. As I'm waiting for this to load here still for some odd reason. Do not know why. Cannot stop. And of course, I can't stop any of the streams either, because if I did, they would kind of pretty much disappear. If I did that, let me see if anybody else's videos are popping up here. I believe they are. I don't know if it will get volume from this. I really hope it doesn't get volume from it. Oh, it's going to have a lot of volume, isn't it? Oh, no, it's going to be very loud. Oh, please don't be loud. It looks like it might be the whole website that is. Yeah, so it's not me. It looks like it's probably the whole website that is currently slow, but of course, we're still live from that. Either way, it will be loading for these people that will be watching it. That very well could just be something on my end. I'll actually look at my fifth screen out of all the crap that I have. Yeah, Duck, I didn't realize that it was on there. I could have swore that I muted my desktop audio, but evidently I didn't. That was a mistake by me, but that's not really a big thing. But they just got through qualifying here. I will pull up the starting grid for the drivers tonight. Pretty big field. See, first, Kenneth Stamper. Second, David McGuire. Third, Jeff Merck. Fourth, PJ Luttrell. Fifth, Austin Green. Sixth, Autumn Koger. Seventh, Larry McDonald. Eighth, Nicholas Warner. Ninth, Kevin Winker. 10th, Derek Raleigh. 11th, Kerry Whitaker. 12th, Jared Barclay. 13th, Christian Martinez. 14th, Sean Corbett. 15th, Braxton DeWeese. 16th is Houdini himself, Christopher Tate. 17th is TJ Floyd. 18th, Andrew Santo. Ambrose Knevel is 19th. 20th, Ron Morse Jr. 21st, Jared Miller. 21st, Jared Miller. 22nd, Cole Larson. 23rd, Michael Skilly. And 24th, Christopher Blackburn. He is the last driver here. Of course, qualifying position, I don't really think that it really matters at a track like this. Just knowing how much of a draft reliant track it is. I mean, you can go from the front to the back to mid-pack most of the time. It's just, it really just depends. If you have a teammate with you, of course, you're going to be a little bit better off. If you don't, then you're going to be in a very difficult position, that is for sure. As I need to see if it might just be that one website that's just not wanting to do anything for me here. Let me make sure that that is. But we didn't have races last week because of Tarrant. He had moved, so I just kind of called him off. And of course, I made the grave mistake of when I was going from air cooling to water cooling. I used the wrong thermal pad in a certain spot, and that kind of didn't allow transfer of heat. And I'm surprised that my PC, lasted, because it probably should have shut down as soon as I went to go stream, but immediately thermal throttle. So of course I wasn't able to do any streaming at all because of that. Still waiting for. It's like it may be the website that's not loading for anyone tonight. another one just to make sure, because I know some drivers might have gridded in that time. Looks like Ron Moore's having a little bit of an issue here. He's not in the race. Of course, he is racing tonight. As was that? Wait, hold on. 60 of Jeff Merck. Did I just see something there? I'm just trying to see something here really quickly. Never mind. I thought, okay, I swear that was something completely different than what my eyes deceived it to be. You see Kevin Winkery's common name. He races in the Twisted Chassis Truck Series, driving that 42W truck. He's going to go down and hit the cone. He's being a menace. Taking the cone out, you see the 8 of Braxton DeWeese. I guarantee you his fan page is probably in here. I would not be very surprised by that, if I'm being honest with you. But 55 laps, so I believe we'll have to pit, I think maybe 3 to 4 times this race. So I think it will come down to on pit stops for these guys. We have different camera angles. Of course, I think I've already showed you all that here. But it definitely is good to be back streaming. One, because I make money off of it. Two, because it gives me something to do with my life half the time. I'm a college kid, so I need money to begin with. I have to put something on my table. They don't kick that. But Ron, I think he may be having connection issues. I believe he had connection issues, and he just joined late. We can see the quality is just a lot better. I'm able to run very stressful on everything, and the water will not budge. So I can really go and push this computer now. I don't really have to worry about certain issues anymore. Where some drivers under here are already saving fuel. Pace truck is about to pull off here, and we will be underway for more HSR money racing. It's been a very, very long time. We all have been doing good. We will go to starter flag here. It's got the flag in hand. It takes these drivers forever to get down here. Waiting to wave it. Green flag's now in the air. We're underway here at Talladega. Drivers all get off to a pretty good start. Looks like most members going to run side by side. Under Barney there. 60. He's kind of given that 30 a shove so far. Guys running that bottom. Now, one lane that I will have to be watching here is that top lane, because that top lane, once it gets formed up with about 3 or 4 trucks, they can really get going. It's just the speed that they don't have to scrub off compared to that inside lane. They just run a freight train on them. They will really get going here. These guys back here. It wouldn't be a bad decision to ride back here. It's not a bad decision overall, I'd say. See Kenneth Stamper, he's getting a shove from Jeff Merck. And the 7 of Austin Green. I think these guys will just all pretty much ride behind each other. I don't think anybody's going to be trying to make a move. It is, of course, only lap 1. They do have 1 fast repair, but you do not want to use that fast repair early on at all, because if you do, and then you get another wreck, well, your night is pretty much over. The damage that these trucks can sustain is ridiculous. Really, because it's more, it's just more aero than anything is what these trucks are so reliant on. But you see Tate has actually finally gotten a sponsor. I'm guessing my plugging helped him there. See if we can get a photo of it. You can see it right there a little bit. See if I can get him a better one. Where is Tate? I want to get a good view of this. You see it? Maybe right there. You can see that blue little truck or car on the back of him. It's Automotive Detailing Company that he is sponsored by. Actually, I will get the name of that here. Find what it actually is. Looks like it may just be me that is not having the site load, apparently. Yeah. Evidently, it's still going. That's all I care about. You see Kenneth blinks, and the 60 is actually inside of him. This is going to be bad. These guys got to watch it. Just disappear for half a second. That's when a lot of times you see some turns happening. We see the 42 of Kevin Winker. He's gotten a shove from the 906. He's going to go down in front of Kenneth Stamper. He's going to take that bottom lane from him and start leading the inside now. That's going to be the 906's job. He's getting a good shove from Derek Raleigh on the outside of him. These guys will start to see. They'll pick up just a little bit here and there. Actually, I'll wait for that. See, kind of 2 groups are almost being formed here. I think we might have some stragglers here. Looks like, you know, the 20's just able to hang on to the draft just barely. He's got to be very careful about being pretty consistent about not wanting to lose that. Andrew got a huge run there. He decides to take it, kind of ducks back in behind Cole. Cole ran in a 200-mile race that I did at broadcast at Daytona. See Tate, he's trying to hop up on the outside. He's only got the 10 behind him, so he doesn't have much help. See if anybody else will go with Tate. He's got a pretty good run. Looks like the 71's coming up a little bit. Tate might be coming down also. Not too sure there. You see the trucks kind of wiggle a little bit as the 71 looks like he's actually coming up off that middle lane into Tate almost. Tate's having to move up the track. Driver's struggling to hold a little bit of a line. Nothing's happened yet, and I say the word yet very cautiously, but you see that bottom lane is just absolutely rolling with trucks. With that middle lane showing that maybe the numbers don't really matter as we got him wiggling around there. I think the 49 got a little bit loose. It's Kerry Whitaker in the 23 behind the 49. That is not the 49 of this race. Actually, it is. That's TJ Floyd. Sometimes drivers have differently stamped numbers than others, and I have no clue who they are half the time. I have to go digging through, and I'm like, well, I don't know what half this is. Looks like Ian Martin just missed this race. He just woke up. Been up since 7 o'clock. You snooze, you lose, Glizzy man. 5 laps in, we've already got 2 lanes that are 4, 906, 71, 54, 49, 23, 10, 6. I have no idea how I just named all those trucks, the numbers, but I just did see Andrew's kind of, that 10 almost, I think he's trying to side draft Andrew, maybe trying to get behind him. I thought he was going to clip him there. So Andrew almost got sent around from the 10 of Jared Barclay. That could have been terrible for those drivers up here. Really thought somebody was going to go around. These guys up here are going at it, though. They are not letting each other get away from each other at all. I'm like, no, you're going to come here, bud. I want to touch. Why are you running? Why are you running is what they're asking. 42 of Kevin Winker. He is on the bottom. He's getting a shove from Kenneth. The 906 of David McGuire has been getting a good shove from Derek, but he hops down in the bottom. You see Andrew in that 10 now trying to roll that outside, get something going. 3 lanes now here at Talladega. You can do it here. But Winker's all over the bumper. That 71's got to be careful, though. He looks like he's about like the exit of the corner. Looks like he gets a little bit loose. That's when they kind of travels up the track. Looks like everybody's been able to pretty much hold on to it, as this is a very, very wide track. So it plays to the benefit of these drivers here. Some drivers back. You see the one of Michael Steele. Looks like he's pretty new to iRacing. Also, Christopher and Michael are not below 1,000 on iRating, so relatively new drivers. Of course, they are A-class, so very clean drivers, that is. That's Jared Barker. He's the lowest iRating in here. Not taking a stab at these guys, but we do have some young racers in here. As I remember back in my day when I used to race. It's actually pretty good, but I had a lot of internet issues until I got fiber. Now I can actually stream and actually race for purpose in my life now. It looks like he's just trying to decide which lane he wants to go. He's like, here, no, not there, here. These guys have... Looks like these guys back here have decided to ride. Ron, he's in the middle of nowhere. He'll probably get lapped here, but he will only go 1 lap down, but Winker's hopped up to that top lane. He's getting a shove from Tate. Now Tate's going to leave that outside lane. I think Tate will probably get past Winker here. Just the momentum that outside lane seems to carry, it's just so huge. The strength I really think for this outside lane is what you see down the front stretch or back stretch. They can really lay it on somebody, but that 71's been laying it to the 42. He's trying to get him up there also. I'm kind of worried about that. I'd be worried about that 71 there just a little bit. Not that he's doing anything drastic. He's coming up just barely off the corner sometimes. That's what I'd be worried about him. We got the leader of this pack back here. That is the 307 of Nicholas Warner. We got DJ behind him. These guys have probably decided early on, yeah, I'm just going to run in the back here. I don't want to really be around most of these guys. I don't blame them. Not that they're bad racers. It's a super speedway. And if I can get away from cars, I'm getting away from them. I don't want to be talking to them at all. Ever. See Tate trying to go by on that outside. That 45's trying to wiggle around. Ooh, we got the 60 wiggling around up the bumper. That 40. 40, what was that? That was the 40. Is there there's 2 49s in this race? Oh, that's 45 and 49. Oh, yes. 45 and 49. That was the 49. TJ Floyd, I think he got the 60 a little bit loose, and he backed off and didn't spin him. Just a cautious move from him. precautionary measures. Guys back here, they do not want to be doing this. They're racing side by side like this will only slow them down, and that will hurt their chances of getting back up to the front here if they do not be careful with it. Up here, though, they're going at it. They have not broken this 2x2 pack this whole entire time. They've just been going the whole race like this pretty much. I believe within probably 5 to 6, maybe 7 laps, you will see some drivers start coming down pit road because they will have to because of their fuel situation. Of course, they won't be taking tires. They'll just be taking fuel only. This is one of the tracks besides Daytona that you can actually get away with it on. You try any other track. Yeah, we got somebody wrecking. That's the 49, the 42. Looking at SDK, but we have a wreck here now. Like that was, I saw the 42 on his side. That was Kevin Winker. I have to go back and see what happened here. As I was checking SDK for something. It's like, oh, the 45 looks like he pinched Carey. He tries to come down. Carey's there. So 45 off the bumper of the 23. Looks like there's a net code there. Carey looks like he doesn't get that much damage as 7 has nowhere to go. 7 got slowed up as much as he can. 42 down into Derek Raleigh. He gets smacked in the side. He goes up on his side. Doesn't flip though. Keeps going. Surprisingly, looks like he has actually minimal damage from that. I'm surprised he doesn't have a lot more damage than what he has. So that might just be an all-optional fix for him here. As, of course, Tate, he has the lead. Why does that not surprise me? Because I see him race so many times. But we will let these guys come down pit road. I think it's just a me problem. I really do think. I think it's just a me problem. That's all I can think of it being. It was only, looks like Kevin Winker, Derek Raleigh, and TJ Boyd. The drivers that I thought would come down should be coming down this time. I think Kevin's damage is actually not as bad as what I thought it was. I don't think Derek's, it could be some optional, but you know, having any damage here is like having a parachute on your truck. It just pulls you right back. Everybody will be coming down pit road here. Every single driver will be doing that. Like I think Ron, he should get. Actually, he didn't go a lap down, so this is actually kind of a break for Ron here. Doesn't go a lap down, so doesn't have to get the wave around. He'll come in with these guys and he'll come out with them. Not sure why he missed the start. Probably just something came up, but not uncommon to see that happen. It looks like I have my friends that are playing Battlefield, I think. Not completely sure, don't even honestly know. But Tate, he got out with the lead. Whitaker is second. Dave McGuire third. Jeff Merck fourth. And Christian Martinez came out fifth. I think I saw him in the races here before too. We got somebody stopped. That is Derek Raw. He stopped on the apron. Probably had to let some drivers by if I had to guess. That's probably what actually happened. I'm not be surprised by that. As I need to get a cable route for this because I can feel it touching my feet. But while these guys are under caution here, we will go on a quick commercial break. lights are off on the pace car here, as I probably just realized. I think all the audio for that was muted. I don't know how I'd managed to do that, but I did. I don't know if there's no other way I can make it unmute for this. Very sorry about that. I don't know how. That's the second time I've done that. I just didn't even realize it, but they will be going green. Again, it looks like we had some drivers that, came down pit road, topped off on fuel. That's not a bad idea to do. TJ, he is very far back, though. He would probably not be able to catch up with these guys, but it will be Tate, Whitaker, David, Jeff, Kenneth, and Christian Martinez. That will be the top 6 drivers, top 3 rows up here for the green flag when they go back racing here. 13 laps in, 1 caution. So far, involved 3 trucks. I think most of them were able to pretty much keep going, though, luckily for them. As, this 49, he's not going to be able to catch up. He's going to have to... He'll go a lap down here, but, of course, he'll probably be the only truck 1 lap down, luckily. Or he needs to hope, more or less than that. You can only hope so much. Hopefully, he's not going to go a lap down. Hopefully, he won't go 2 laps down. Hopefully, he'll only be the guy 1 lap down when the caution does come out. Of course, we don't want to see wreck after wreck after wreck because pace laps are not very fun at all. The pace truck has pulled off the racing surface now. Tate will lead them back to green here. Gonna enter that restart. So I'm just gonna be waiting forever for this green flag. Talladega has one of the longest restart zones forever. But green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here at HSR at Talladega. Everybody gets kind of a weird restart there. The outside lane gets going a lot better. See, Kerry, he's going to actually try to take it from Tate here, surprisingly. He's not going to lay off. These guys are going to have a lot of momentum. Let's see, who does the 30 go with? He will go with the 60 of Jeff Merck. Surprisingly, I thought he would go with somebody else there. So we'll give these guys numbers on the top, but the 19... Christian Martinez, he jumps down to the bottom, but Kerry has a huge shove from Jeff Merck there. You can just see how much faster he was. Look at these guys actually were about 4 miles an hour faster. As we get, almost hooking there. I thought Tate was about to hook the 30. Did not like the view that I saw from that at all, but luckily nothing happens there for these guys. Everybody's running the bottom. That is the, who is that has a damage there? Looks like that. So right around. Looks like that is the 7. No, that's not 7. That is the 20. No, that's not 24. Who is that? That is the 04 of Ambrose, who has that front end damage. I'm surprised he's able to run like he is. He's trying to go up in front of PJ. PJ lets him up to 7. Has damage also. Probably not the best idea to be trying to lead a lane, but Tate has jumped out. See if he can get somebody to go with him. He has a 906 that is going to look to go with him. He will go with him now, luckily. And the 04 trying to make something work. It's somewhat working, but I just think that damage is just way too much for them to really be able to impose a serious challenge to them, however. Kerry continues to lead. Looks like we have somebody else. That was Jared Miller who hopped up in front of 7. This will help the 7 and the 04. They will not be having to cut that air with that beat-in front end. To be able to go a lot easier. But I just started doing this in other leagues. We will just go on board. Actually, Sean Corbett just ran the fastest lap. Actually, no, did he run the fastest lap? Wow, he actually did. Holy crap. He ran a 51:28. The second fastest lap is a 51.57. So that man was just moving there. That's the 45, the very back here. So he had a huge run. Kevin Winker decided not to take it. See Braxton Louise, he's back here. But back to what I was saying, I've done this in some other leagues, and some drivers have liked it. So we'll just go on board for 5 laps, which is, now I'm not going to go through the whole order. We'll go on board for 5 laps with a random driver every single lap here. So I'll just close my eyes. We'll go cockpit, which is someone random here. We're not going to start with Kerry Whitaker, but we're just going to go someone random here. So you're on board with Ron Morris Jr. for the first driver. We went on board with those drivers there, as that is extremely loud. Let me lower that down for you all. About went on board with the same driver again. I, of course, just went and switched it. Nothing really happened up here as in terms of we get back up there. It's about something that happens here. Got the 54 and the 24 of Tate, and PJ is in the 24 trying to make this outside lane work. They got the 30 of Kenneth Stamper to go with them, so now it's Kerry Whitaker trying to give Jeff Merck a shove. Not working so far for them, but I believe they will have to come down pit road here in about lap 26 to 27, possibly maybe 28 when we'll see these guys come down pit road. I think that's when you'll see this stuff happen here. Everybody's pretty much deciding to run single file. You see the 45, he's still not going to lap down. And all alone. That middle lane has got some trucks now. Holy crap, they just formed up out of nowhere. PJ's leading it. He's got Tate behind him. Kenneth Stamper, the 10 of Jared Barclay. You see Andrew is behind them. They call him Turtle here. 1 of Michael Steele. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. As the 10 tries to force it down in front of the 906. 906 will let him down. Decides not to turn him. Had every chance to do that, and he did not take it, of course. If y'all are new to Ghost Race Network, if you don't mind throwing a subscription in, that'll help us grow. Trying to get to 200. We are so close. We're 2 away. Great, all thanks to you guys about that. You all just decide to subscribe to the channel. Can't force anybody to. I wish I could sometimes to get this close. Just close to it. You see Ron, he's made a good comeback here so far. Got himself back up into 13, 11th, up 13 positions, of course. That's the biggest move of the race so far. Winker, he's still trucking on with his damage. I don't think it's too bad to really be hindering him too much here, it seems. Very lucky and fortunate about that, but you got the there's a 490 he can go. Lap down finally is kind of inevitable for him. He's going to have to go lap down eventually. Now he'll be able to tuck in behind these guys. He is the first truck 1 lap down, however. So he will get the wave around. Looks like we might have smoke coming to the pit road. I thought we did for half a second there. However, that was the sides. I'm not going to go back in just yet. Actually, let me get starting to see this. Maybe it's being me. Completely honest, I'm not being able to watch it. 24, 30, 45, still trying to work that bottom. It's a 60, 23, 19, 906, 10. I forgot the 10 there. 71, 49. You got the... Oh, we got moving around. Andrew's trying to get in line behind the 10. He gets back in line there. I don't know if he's going to get... Their driver's definitely cutting it closer than what I normally see them do, trying to get in line with other people. But it's the risk that they're going to have to take. So they might not want to take it, but it will be forced upon them eventually, sadly for them. Got Andrew. He might be starting a pit cycle here. Yep. Here we go. New pit's going to have to happen soon. We got the 10, and he misses pit road. Probably going to get a speeding penalty there. 10, 6, 71, 8, 42, and the 45 of Sean Colbert. Sounds like mine. What's my last name? Kind of similar to that. Don't think that 10 made the pit road speed, though. It's saying that he had his tires locked up. Yeah, I don't think he made it. I really don't think he did. But we'll see how that pit strategy pays out for these guys as we got the 19 moving around off the bumper. 76, Ron Morris back there. That 24 and that 30 have been hanging tough. They get out front. They don't come down to the bottom. And that bottom lane just gets a lot of momentum out of nowhere. Just shoots out of a cannon, it seems, for these guys. Now is just kind of holding on to this draft. This will also help his fuel. What he definitely wants to do is when these guys come in, it doesn't even matter how your fuel is, come down with them so you can have the draft. But if you don't, we're going to go another lap down, and that's going to be a nail in the coffin for him. I think that might have came from a vampire. I don't know. Where did that reference come from? But Barclay, yeah, he had a speeding penalty. He was in the pit lane for 48 seconds. So now this changes up stuff. The 49 has to stay on the lead lap for the first, actually not the lead lap. He needs to be the first truck a lap down. He's got other people to face now. He got the 49. Sorry, the 49, he was up here. He's got the 45 and the 10 of Jared Barclay Of course, he is in front of Kenneth. Came off the track. I thought he was going to make contact with Tate there for half a second. As if we see pit stops, we're going to have to see drivers kind of start migrating down. PJ left the bottom open there for the 60. I think he might have been doing that on purpose. I'm not sure if he did, though. 60 saw that. There was almost contact between the 23 and the 24. 30's in the middle. We got a lot of movement up here now. Luckily, Talladega is pretty wide. 19 almost hits the 30. Came up the track just a little bit. Looks like Kenneth moved up. Did not make contact with him. We got a lot of movement. I know, I think, yeah, it looks like the way they're doing this right now, I think they're trying to plan to come to pit road here. See how most people are running the bottom of the track currently. I think this is a pit. Probably a pit call if I had to guess. EJ. I think he's trying to fight. Yep, here they go. So wide pit road here, wide pit entrance. Two drivers will use that to their advantage. Getting his deep. 19 locks him up. Everybody gets in there pretty clean. Looks like no incidents on there. Oh, never mind. I take that back. You see the 04. I don't think the 04 is trying to go down pit road. What happened here? Was he trying to make it? I don't think he's trying to make it here. Because, oh my gosh. I think he downshifted. Actually go on board with him. I think he downshifted. That's what caused his truck to do that here. We'll go cockpit view. Yep, you can see it right there. Watch his RPMs. Probably wouldn't go in gear. He almost had to get hit from behind. But that'll probably ruin his night. Of course, he's going to get an unsafe pit entry because of that. I think he will. But the 60 looks like he wins that race off pit road. So Autumn and Michael need to come down. Looks like Autumn has a little bit of right front damage. The one looks like he actually went pretty cautiously down there, surprisingly. These guys are the last people to pit. You see Andrew and his group that pitted. Actually, let's see how early they pitted. They pitted 3 laps earlier than these guys. They got ahead of steam. They'll be run up on them. They'll probably go right by them here. Actually, looks like they might not. They probably will. It might take them just a little bit to get by them. Yeah, there they go. They got by them there. So I have to see how they planned out their strategy. So that was a 14-lap run. So another 14 laps. They will have to go down 2 more times, I believe, in this race. Yeah, you can do that. Wait, actually, no, if you time it right. See the 71's getting a shove from Tate. These guys that just came down pit road, of course, have more fuel. The 30 of Michael has... I'm sorry, 30. The 1 of Michael, he's hitting lap 30, but he's going to be around nobody. Now, you can maybe stretch your fuel riding behind somebody else. That is a very gutsy call if you do that. If it was me, I wouldn't be bad with leading. I'm going to be fine with it. I really wouldn't be worried about riding either. Because I did a open race and people knew me as a good pusher. I was absolutely laying it on them, shoving the crap out of them. But they were very, very content with me doing it because I knew how to do it. Some skills that you learn eventually in this iRacing stuff. As we have Nathan Harper posting more Dallas Cowboys stuff. Nathan, if you are watching, you haven't won a Super Bowl since DVD, or not DVDs, since DVDs came out pretty much. All your Super Bowl highlights are in VCR. Hope you're listening to that roast. Got to pull out the VCR to look when the Cowboys are good. Oh, that 23 moving around from the 76 of Ron there. Got a little bit squirrely. I'm surprised they keep it under him. But Derek, he's actually gone to lead. Half a second there. And now it's pretty even throughout all this. It seems nothing's really happening. Packs have been formed, broken up. The only thing that would bring these guys back together is a caution. That would happen. The 1 is back down pit road. I think he might have unsafe pit exit, possibly. See Ambrose and Christopher, they're not having a good night here at all. As we just had another fastest lap of the race, I believe. Check here. Yep, that was... Actually, I want to make sure. I don't want to be saying anything false here. Looking for more 2s. Yep, that was Kenneth Stanford. A 51.26 is what he ran that lap. That is, of course, the 30 truck back here. Probably just got a huge run. Timed it perfectly, as that's what happens at these tracks most of the time. As hopefully this will work. Nah, I just got something. From a college professor. What is this? Oh, that's not even a college professor thing. As yes, I am a college kid, so I'm having to look at some of the stuff to make sure my professors aren't putting out something that I don't know. I actually had that happen last night. Didn't know we had to watch a 2.5 hour silent film. I got done with the broadcast. Was up till 1:45 in the morning. Not my doing. I did not want to be up unless I'm watching anime. Then I'll stay up till 3 and go to work in 5 hours of sleep. Yeah, not good life choices being made here. But who cares? It's gonna happen anyway. Might as well do it. That 23 is getting a shove. Really more arrow stuff is what you'll see from these guys. Now, of course, you can bump each other, but if you bump each other, you can hook each other. And I saw that happen a lot. Drivers just try to bump, and it's just a hook, just a slight tap in the wrong spot. You can hook that driver and send them right around. Gotta be very careful with how you do the pushes here. Let me do to at this driver here. Didn't think about doing that. Probably should have done that, but we got him looking 3 wide now. Yep, here they go. 3 wide. There's a crash. 76 got down. I think he got hit from the 49 there. Saw them going 3 wide. Knew that was going to be bad. Tate's got some damage too. Going to take out a lot of drivers here. We'll see what happened that caused this crash here. Yep, there it is. Right there is the contact. That is the 49 truck. Sorry, 49? Yes, that is. That's TJ Floyd. Looks like he made contact with Ron Morris Jr. We will go on a chase from Ron Morris Jr. here. I'm going to go through all these guys' names. Get the chase cam. Yep, you see it right there. Just bumps him in the wrong spot to offset from into the down, into 23. Hits the 54 also. Tate looks like he goes and hits the wall. Ron actually gets probably the least damage out of that as Tate somehow saves that truck. It's actually not as much damage as he probably... never mind, I lied about that. He used the wall to help him turn. See, Tate's just trying to smacks the tail end. Actually pretty gingerly there, but of course that's going to be a lot of rear end damage on his truck there. So he'll have to use a fast repair as I have a fish freaking out in my room. Love that. But he is a leader, but of course he'll have to come down now. I think that this will probably put these guys at the edge of their pit window. You could maybe make it here. That is if you are topping off when you get a chance. Saving under this caution, riding in the back is where you'll have a chance at stretching your fuel to the end. It's going to be it'll be a stretch though if they do try it. As evidently I need to log back into this. So give me a second here. We will bring in a driver for interview once they come down pit road. That is. And this may just be me. Maybe just a problem with me. I don't know. I don't even know. Probably just a problem with me if I had to guess. So this is evidently working. I asked people in the other... Oh, there it is. Yep, it was probably my phone. My computer. Looks like it just doesn't want to load that site, so I'm just checking it. It is live on Roku TV. As again, if y'all are here, I don't normally do these broadcasts because I'm not a driver that does them live. Everything that you see from Ghost Race Network is recorded and uploaded here. But they did have open spots, so I, of course, snatched the opportunity to take it. So if y'all haven't subscribed to Ghost Racing Network on YouTube, go ahead and do that. That will definitely help us grow. I mean, actually, please do that. I can't say do that because can't make y'all do it. Just help us grow. We're so close to 200. Let's see. I think it actually updates here. I know we're like right at it. We are at 198. 2 people away from 100 here. I'll let these guys come down pit road. Fast repairs will probably be used from some of these drivers. I think we got somebody. Yep, tires only 10 is out. The 60 of Jeff Merck is out and away. Ron got in that wreck. Actually, he's out and away. It's like, I think he actually got away with probably the least damage out of all that, surprisingly. Very well could have used a fast repair, though. As looks like they just sent out a internship. I will not be doing that. Because I'm not a graphic designer. I'm a mass comm major that will not be messing with graphic design. I absolutely hate it. I hate Photoshop with everything in me. It is horrible. We will bring in the 60 of Jeff Merck here. Of course, that is if he is in the Discord. Hopefully, he is in a room. I got to go find him and drag him all the way up here. Yep, there he is. So, Team 10. Hey, Jeff, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
What's up, Bryce?
Man, so you're sitting first right now. How do you like your chances knowing that this is maybe going to be on, like, the very edge if you all can make it on your fuel window here?
Yeah, I'd be shocked if this goes green, because even right here, if I went in and topped off, I'm adding like 3 tenths. Just say I need like 8 tenths to finish, so I'm just going to go with it and hope for a caution. I'd be shocked if it goes green, because people will get pretty antsy toward the end.
Yeah, you always see about lap 10 is when people start moving around. Lap 5 is when you see a lot of movement. Then about 2 to 3 laps, everybody's like, I'm just going to go ham, do whatever they need to. But, you know, man, how's the race gone for you so far here?
I mean, I've had 2 wrecks happen right in front of me, and I've been able to drive through them without touching anything or anybody. So maybe luck's on my side tonight. And my Friday we all wear red, which stands for remember everyone deployed. I'm a veteran, so I'd like to have my military paint job. So hopefully we'll bring this brand new paint scheme, put it in victory lane, and get a little bit of money.
Yeah, man, a lot of not my immediate family was in the, not my parents were in the military, but I do have some military people that were in my family at one point, so it's definitely good to see representing that. Now my grandpa was in the Navy, my great grandpa was World War II, and my cousin was in Iraq, so definitely good to see representing people that have served for us, man. But I will wish you good luck. Hopefully I will see that paint scheme in victory lane, man.
All right, man. Hopefully we'll talk to you again at the end.
Yes, that was Jeff Merck. As I was trying to say, I don't have any immediate family in like parents wise, but cousins. I had a cousin that served in Iraq, I believe it was. Yes, Iraq. He's older than me, of course. Actually, probably almost 10 years. My grandpa on my father's side was in the Navy. My great grandpa served on my so let me get through it. So the cousin that served was on my mom's side, served in Iraq. My grandpa, which is on my dad's side, he served in the Navy just to serve for his stuff. My great-grandpa on my mother's side, he was in World War II. I know we have some Confederate soldiers. Of course, I'm from Virginia. It's kind of to be seen. Some people in Vietnam on my mother's side that served in that. We got a lot of military stuff as kids where I'm from. There's a lot of kids that actually go either into the Marines or the military after school. Of course, I'm not going down that path. I know Tate, he is a Marine. This man loves his crayons. Somebody should get him a box and give it to him. As that is a joke. Do not get triggered by that, please. I have to show people that joke. There. I got a heart attack there. But the 60 of Jeff Merck, he will lead him back to green. The 76 of Ron Morris Jr. will be to his outside. The 30 of Kenneth Stamper will be behind Jeff. The 19 of Christian Martinez will be outside of Kenneth Stamper. The 76 of J.R. Miller and the 906 of David McGuire will round out the top 3 rows here at Pace Truck. Will pull off. These guys might be on the very, very edge of their fuel window, if they can even make it, that is. They are going to be super close here. But Jeff said he doesn't expect this to go green the whole way. There will probably be another caution that will change the whole race for these guys. Green flag's going to come here really soon. Enter the Geico restart zone. Green flag is now waving. We got a stack up on that bottom lane there. Looks like the 49. Something happened up here. Nobody makes any contact though. Everybody gets rolling. Luckily, it's Tate. He's got to work his way back up here. He decided not to take his fast repair. He might have accidentally used it early on, knowing how that is. If you don't uncheck it, you'll check it for like 1 second of damage. That is definitely annoying most of the time. As we might have had an ARCA break here. I might want to go back and look at this. See the 1 hops up in front of Tate. Of course, these guys have a longer and long-ish way to go here at Talladega, so they got to be careful about what moves they make. But Ron's trying to get the outside going. He's got the 19, the 906, trying to give him a good shove. So they got another driver in the 04 of Ambrose Knebel. That is a lap truck helping them. You see the 49. I believe the 49. Yeah, he didn't get his lap back, of course, because the wreck was off of him. Not anything malicious, just a little bit of a tap. But they got him going too wide now. This middle lane out of nowhere has gotten a lot of drivers to work with him now. They got to be careful here. I know Ron does not like people hitting him now, knowing what just happened about 4 minutes ago. Went off the bumper of somebody. I want to see. So I'll show you all the view of what these guys see as that 19's looking around. So I'll show you all what these guys see driving behind somebody. Y'all may think, oh, it's so easy to avoid a wreck. This will make you change your whole perspective on this here. Go cockpit with Kenneth Stamper. Actually, we'll go back a little bit too, so you can see what it sees, what it looks like when you actually truly cannot see in front of you. Get a bottom lane driver here. Here we go. This is J.R. Miller. You can see really a lot of these drivers, they're just kind of driving off the guy in front of them. They're hoping that wherever he goes, there's actually track there, is what it really all it just comes down to. Because if there's no track there, you're following them off the edge, like leading sheep off a cliff. I'm curious now, how is this fuel going to work? Oh my gosh, Jeff has hit a top speed of 203. Wow. I don't know how he managed to do that. That should not be possible. That man's got some jet fuel. Check his tank, please. $76 and 19. They're 3 wide now. 906 is all the way up at the top. He's got Tate with him. Tate's managed to make his way back up here. See what the 1 does. He's going to hop out. Looks like he's going to try to go help Tate. See the 88, I believe the 80. Sorry, 80. He has a huge run. That Tate is definitely giving that 906 all he can. He's trying to get him up there. I'm surprised that damage has not hindered Tate as much as I thought it would. As Tate, he's going to be left on the top now. Wasn't able to get down. The 906 leaves Tate after he just got him all the way up there. We have Chris DeWeese in here. I think Braxton is kind of just hanging back here. He's deciding to kind of watch all this unfold. I don't think he's had to use his fast car the whole entire race. They're still 3 right up here. The 04 is going to go help Tate now as we got somebody. Yep. Trying to make it 4 wide. That's Ron Morris Jr. is in the atmosphere now. This is going to bring out a caution. We got him crashing here. So it looks like some drivers in the back got into it. That's a vicious crash for some of these drivers. 1 tries to sneak through. Isn't able to make it through. As we said, 60 said he didn't think it was going to go green the whole time through. But that is a lot of cars that just got involved here. See, it looks like the 19 went to make a move. Going 4 wide there is what he tried to do, and evidently that did not work at all for him. Slow it down. He comes up, yep, right there, just a little bit into Ron Morris Jr., and this is in front of the whole entire field pretty much. Ron goes down into Kenneth, and then that sends him back up into the path of the 88. The 04 just gets clipped. The 88 has nowhere to go. You see Ron, he is flipping outside of the track. That's a vicious crash for him. Have to see what happened behind all of this. So it's around Ron. The 19 then gets hit again. I think something happened back here. The 88 got some damage. Looks like he probably rear-ended somebody. PJ Oh, Lord, we're going to go on board with PJ here. I don't know how he avoided this wreck. Snakes his way through it. Go and rewind and see what he did to get through all of this carnage that he saw. Pretty much the floodgates opened right in front of him. He just shot the gap that was formed, but this is going to take a lot of drivers down pit road. Tate will decide to stay out here. Evidently, I think he probably save enough fuel here to make it to the end. You see this 80 and the 6. Don't believe these guys. Actually, they might come down pit road and top off just to be, safe on fuel. I had to guess. But we'll see. Yeah, everybody's coming down pit, or most people came down pit road. We had 3 drivers that stayed out. That was Kerry, JR, and Tate. Tate, I guarantee you, is saving under this caution. We'll actually hop on board. Going to see. Yep, there it is. He is saving fuel here. We will actually bring Christopher Tate in for a quick interview here with that redhead. Actually, let me check how many laps it is to go. Just want to make sure. So we're doing it. Looks like it'll be 9 to go when we get the green flag here. Hey, Tate, this is Bryce's booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, so you're sitting up front. Looks like we'll get the green flag with 9 to go. What do you think about your chances about winning this race, knowing that it's going to be tight on fuel at the end of this?
I'm about 3 or 4 laps to the good. I'm just kind of saving it just in case we get a green light checker, but honestly, I don't think it's going to go green to the finish. We'll kind of see what happens, just hope I don't get caught up in a wreck.
I mean, you almost got barely. Well, you're so close to making it through the one that you got involved in early, but of course you didn't seem to get that much damage. Kind of just light contact with your right rear fender. I'm surprised it's not more beat up than what it is, but what do you think you have to do with about 9 laps when you get the green here to win it? Fine.
I think it's just mainly trying to maintain the runs. Maintain each line if you have to, and don't put yourself in bad situations. I kind of got put in a bad spot earlier. Somebody tried taking it 3 or 4 wide and almost caused a huge wreck. So avoid situations like that and just trying to stay up front, manage the runs, and should be good.
Yeah, man, Super Speedway Racing, calm, and then it goes from calm to it goes 0 to 100 real quick. But man, hopefully I will see you in victory lane later with that beautiful paint scheme that you had. So good luck, man.
All right, thank you.
As that was Christopher Tate, the driver of the 54 Chevy Silverado. I should have asked what sponsor that was, and I didn't think about that. Of course I didn't. Why would I ever think about something that would make any sense? Good job, me. See, looks like Deweese's fan page is in here. So we'll look at where is Deweese sitting currently. He is... Oh, he's in here. There he is. He's sitting 14th. He's been in the back the whole time. Kind of probably a call from him if I had to guess. I don't think he really wants to be up front right now. As that's not a bad option. Just kind of saving stuff. Because probably does have his fast car in his pocket, so there'll be actually 8 to go when they get the green flag here. So I was close enough for it. Wasn't right on the mark though. I kind of had to guess. And sometimes they'll be extended, sometimes they won't be extended. So I'm kind of like, I don't know when you are going to be getting the green flag here, but I'm very close this time. So yay me! I will take that win. Will be Tate leading them to green here. J.R. Miller on the outside. The 23 of Kerry Whitaker will be behind Tate. The 60 of Jeff Merck will be behind J.R. The 7 and the 30. That is Austin Green and Kenneth Stamper. That is the top 3 rows here. Not sure what. I have to see what spots get a payout. I honestly forget every single race that I do. Varies by how many drivers are in the race. And of course, you can get more in certain positions. We'll actually go on board with Tate for his restart here. It looks like he gets out and away. Yep, he did. That outside lane really didn't get going, but of course have time to form up, as that outside lane always has just some odd Houdini magic. It's just strength, really. Got Nash cheering on Perry. Perry's been a very valuable member of HSR for Taryn, at least. I know he does a lot of stuff. I know Andrew's probably does a lot of it, especially since Taryn wasn't able to do a lot of stuff this past week. Kind of Andrew having to run the show. Not sure why he moved. I needed to ask him that. But it looks like the 30's going to put it 3 wide now. The 60 is on the outside. The 30's in the middle. The 30 has the 5 with him. J.R. Miller drops down to the bottom. So now it's going to leave the 60 to try to leave that outside lane if he can get anybody to go with him here. He will. So they're 3 wide now. The 60 only has the 80 behind him. He's only got Larry McDonald. Mountain Dew paint scheme. The 5's looks like they're going to try to run. Now Tate, he's in the middle. Did not need this to happen, but you see Andrews come with the head of steam. So is Braxton DeWeese. They'll give Tate a shot. You saw the truck wiggle there so hard of a shot that Andrew just gave Tate. I think Andrew might have gotten some front end damage because he hit him so hard there. Yep, he's got some splitter damage. I can barely see it. But Tate is not where he needed to be right now at all. Whitaker, he's now leading the race. He has Austin Green behind him, but this is one of the worst times to be leading is at a super speedway. Drivers are just wanting to pass you and pass you and pass you. They will do anything that they have to get around you, and that's the worst feeling, as it seems. We got a 3 wide here. There's almost contact between the 5 and the 78. Oh my gosh, they're almost 4 wide now. They're looking at it back here in this pack. Oh gosh, almost 4 wide. They don't need to be doing this early, or not, I can't even say this early on. I mean, they're 6 laps to the finish. Man, these guys are going at it. The 906 is moving around. The 8 of Braxton DeWeese is blinking in and out. These guys are making a lot of moves. The 30 of Kenneth Stamper is trying to get the outside lane going. He has the 5 trying to shove him. 906 is in the middle. He has J.R. Miller being his pusher, but Whitaker, he's staying glued to that bottom. He is not coming off, as if he gives that 7 just a little bit of room to get under him. He's going to take it with the 7. He decides to hop up in front of the 906. It's going to give him a good run. Oh, we got a crash now. The 42 gets turned into Braxton DeWeese is in it. We got a huge wreck back here. Multiple drivers involved. This is a huge pile up. A lot of cars were just involved in this wreck. That was a huge crash. I have to see when the yellow flag was thrown here. This is a big wreck. Looks like J.R. Miller hooks the 906 there. Have to go from the chase up David McGuire. Rewind it here. Looks like he gets up the track just a little bit. Yeah, actually, it gets up a little bit. JR just hooks him there down to Kevin Winker, and this is some hard crashes. Kenneth, nowhere to go. Braxton, he goes down through the grass. He gets contact with the 305, I believe. Winker's in the catch vent. PJ's just scrubbing off some speed on the wall. 19 gets into it also. The 10 looks like he squeezed through it. We'll see how the 10 got through it here. That was some hard contact for some of these drivers. We will see how Jared got through all this crap. Kind of curious how he did this. This happened literally in front of him. We'll go cockpit view to see what he sees through all of this. As he is very lucky that netcode was on his side there. Went straight through a truck, and Braxton DeWeese, I think some of these guys did have a fast repair that they will be using. Some of them have it in their pocket, so that will definitely be used from them. As there I am, sure. I am somewhere. Is Paul still in this? Where's he at? There he is. Okay, I knew he was there somewhere. I was confused. But I don't see anybody else coming down. Actually, the guys that had damage, of course, still have to come down pit road as their trucks are gone. Engine gone, kaboom. This is a lot. This is a lot of drivers in this wreck. I'm surprised it was this many. I think this will trigger a green-white checkered here. One will, of course, get his lap back. That was a very huge pile. I'm surprised it was that big. Good Lord. This is not good. But yeah, these guys won't. Actually, I think Tate might be in the best position here because he said that he had 3 to 4 laps more of fuel than these guys. And he's probably saving under caution too. I would not blame him for that either. But while these guys are doing their caution laps, I will go on a commercial break here. Hopefully I won't mute the actual audio that you all need. All right, drivers, we'll be getting the green when they come by. How has Andrew gotten up here? I did not see him come through here, but he came up out of nowhere. Looks like JR, he doesn't get a EOL, so his race is still good to go. One driver I will be looking at though is I'm gonna try to put money on somebody here. I'm gonna try to predict the future, and I'll probably be completely wrong. I'll take this. Let's say the 60 of Jeff Mert. I think that he'll probably come home with it here. Now, if I do, I'm Houdini. If I don't, I'm just a non-existent person. You didn't hear it from me. I didn't say they were going to win a race. Never heard it. Never heard it wherever you're watching. Didn't come through your mind. Okay? We're clear on that, right? Hopefully you are. Yeah, I just broke the third wall, didn't I? I know what you're doing. You're sitting here watching this race. And you're wondering, what is this kid talking about? I don't even know either. But Green, he's going to lead him to... That's weird. Austin Green, he will lead him to green here. He'll have Tate behind him. Whitaker will be to the outside of Green. Andrew will be behind Kerry Whitaker. The 78 of J.R. Miller will be on the bottom. The 10 of Jared Barclay will be on the outside. That will round out the top 3 rows here for this race. But drivers, you're going to see some moves here. Drivers are going to be going for it. And they're not going to care. And I do not blame them one bit. Pace truck pulls off. This is the first attempt at a green-white checkered, I believe. Hopefully I'm right on that. This long restart zone. Can the 7 take it home, or is somebody else going to take it home here? Got their first attempt at it. Green flag's in the air. They didn't get going on the outside. Tate did get going, though. He can jump up in front of Kerry Whitaker, as it might be what these guys want to do here really soon. That would be a very good option for them. The 23 jumps back down to the bottom. Andrew jumps back down behind the 78. The 10's got to run, though, see what Andrew will do. Beta Braxton DeWeese is trying to get to the outside of Jeff Merck. These guys are going to try to ride Jeff Merck. Oh, actually, Braxton does a crossover. We got a caution, though. Cole Larson. Something must have happened. Oh, my gosh. This is a huge wreck. What has happened here? 3 wide move, maybe, here? Oh, looks like we got something else that happened way back here. This is almost the start of the race, it seems. So Kenneth looks like he's trying to go under. Get to Kenneth as I'm trying to find so many drivers on this board. I'm having to sort through all this. There he is. So it looks like Kenneth, he's trying to go under the 19 on the bottom. And 19 slowing down also. Kenneth is trying to go. And the 19 actually clips the 33. That hard contact in the 33. Oh, gosh. Cole comes right back up the track. 19 clips him. This is a vicious contact. Right up into the path. 24, 40, 906. Oh, the 49 doesn't make it through. The 89 or 45 net coast. The one just slows down. Everybody just stops. That is some vicious contact. I didn't even know what the hell was happening there. But now, these guys that thought they were good on fuel are strained on fuel now. So, this is not good for these guys that are going to be close on fuel. I don't know if they'll be able to make it here. I'm going to get a really quick audio check, so I'm going to mute my mic here. There we go. I'm just making sure as I can probably actually still hear it. So, who's going to come down pit road? Nobody's going to come down pit road, of course. The guys that were involved in it, they actually have, some of them have their fast repair, surprisingly. So they'll use that. They kept that in their pocket for a while and then use that. And we've got some angry drivers here for sure. Oh, then you just owned up to something. Oh, looks like that was the 19. Yeah, he said that was all on him. I mean, stuff's going to happen, man. You can't really stop it. I mean, you had to go for it. Move gone wrong. It's racing. That's going to happen. As he's bringing a lot of people. Holy crap. Of course, I'm not going to ignore. Actually, let's bring in the 7 of Austin Hill. If he is in the Austin Hill. Austin Green. Let's search for him in here. Austin Green. There he is. So they'll bring in Austin Green here. Hey, Austin, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man? He has his mic muted, so give him a little bit to do that.
Yeah, I got a copy.
Man, so you're first right now, but how do you feel about your chances of winning this race, knowing that you got the whole field behind you and they're going to be gunning for this money?
Man, I'm nervous, dude. I really, I've always been a kind of a believer in the top 4 towards like these restarts. They need to try to stay the top 4, and then you can make a move here in the trial the last lap and still make it free game. But I'm just really hoping that I can get some help from whoever's behind me here. I think it's the 23. Hopefully that they don't, completely move me out of it early. When we come to the trial of the last lap, I think it's free game. But man, we'll see here. I'm nervous. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, man, it's Talladega. Oh gosh, drivers are going to be making moves. So, what do you think you have to do to hold off these guys here?
I mean, I think it just comes down to the guy behind you. To be honest, if the guy sticks with you pushing till you come to that last lap, like I said, out of 4 trial, you and him can both get a good finish. If he takes you 3 wide, maybe it works out for him. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it works out for you. Maybe it doesn't. So I think it's more on the help you got behind you. I got one of my teammates kind of close up here, JR. Hopefully me and him can get something going here. But just looking to, if nothing else, finish off in the top 5 here, hopefully.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good luck to you. Hopefully you can hold off all these guys that are going to be gunning for you, man. But good luck.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
That was Austin Green. I think I zoned out there for half a second, asked him the same question for some odd reason. I don't know how I zoned out and did that. But, oh Lord, this is going to get weird. Oh, this is going to stack up a lot of drivers. I believe this is their second attempt at a green-white checkered. Not sure. This is correct. Yes, this is. Wait, hold on. Okay, yep. I will say this though: if you're going to do money races and pay a broadcasting service that will do 2 times what you have to do for an entry driver, that's probably not a good idea. But of course, it's other people's choices. Actually, just relatively cheap, surprisingly, just because how young Ghost Racing Network is. Of course, I'm the only person that does it right now. Trying to find other broadcasters, of course, to get to keep all the money, but nobody wants to do it anymore. And yeah, I'm a college kid, so I'm always stacked. I'm a college athlete too, so it makes it even worse. It's like I'm a track athlete. No, I'm not a distance person. I'm a sprinter. If you put me in distance, I will kill you because I hate it so much. It's the worst thing in the world. I don't know why people do that for fun. But enough of my rambling on here. Austin Green, he'll lead him back to green. He's going to have the 54 of Christopher Tate to his outside. Green will have Whitaker for a pusher. His teammate and J.R. Miller will be the outside of Kerry Whitaker. Behind Tate, Andrew is on the bottom lane behind Whitaker. And Jared Barkley looks like the exact same starting order as last time. Have to see, can these guys get through this again? Fuel is going to be close now. I really think Fuel is going to be definitely close for these guys. I think some guys, if another green light checkered happens, I don't think they're going to be able to make it, but Pace Truck pulls off here with the green flag here really soon. Austin Green has everybody behind him. I have to hold off everybody. Long restart zone here at Talladega. Green flag's back in the air. Tate gets a good start. So does Austin Green, but Tate kind of got broken off from J.R. Miller. Whitaker is closer to Green. Tate's going to have to rely on just pure speed to get around him. You see that damage. The right fender of Tate, I think that will definitely slow him down and kind of hinder him here, but JR is coming up to go help Tate. See what's happened back here. Some drivers have dropped back. Some drivers haven't, as Andrew, he just disappeared there. But Andrew, he's sitting third. What are these guys going to do? They're going to have to make a lot of moves now. That 10's got a good shove from the 8 of Braxton DeWeese. Braxton's been riding in the back. He goes with the 10. They're going to put him 3 wide. That's Jared Barkley. JR in the middle. So is Tate. That top lane is going to get a good run. 10 almost comes down into Christopher Tate there. Doesn't make contact luckily with him. I thought it was going to be very close, but they don't. But Austin Green likes to see this. Likes to see these guys go side by side in their mirror. It lets them get slowed down just a little bit. Now that middle lane is formed up. What is Andrew going to do? Andrew's going to hop up. He's going to try to leave that middle lane now. Tate's going to try to give him a shove by. Will these guys leave Andrew out here? It's going to be white flag in the air when they get it. One more time around here at Talladega. Can Austin Green hold off these guys, but they got to run. Merck is looking to the middle. Andrew's going to go to the lead. Now, what's Andrew going to do? Jeff Merck. Looks like Andrew's going to be trying to block both lanes. He's getting it. Oh, no. He's got the body. Now, Tate's wrecking. Hard contact to the wall. They're wrecking behind him. It's going to be old school drag race. Huge crash. Oh, my gosh. It's going to be a 4-car drag race. Austin Green goes up in front of Andrew. What is Jeff Merck going to do here? Or will these guys just shove each other? This is a pain position for every single driver here. It's guaranteed. Andrew looks like he's going to duck in behind the 60 carry. He can make a move on the 7. He's got to time it just perfectly, though. And if Jeff goes with carry, what is Jeff going to do? They're going to make it 3 wide. They could be 4 wide at the finish here. Out of 3 and 4, carry gives him a look. Looks outside, inside. 60 doesn't go with carry, though. He's going to stay on the inside with Austin Green. Almost comes up, make contact. They get turned. It might be Andrew who takes it home tonight. Down to the line. It will be, Jeff Merck just edges out Andrew there. My voice is dead. You can tell I'm definitely rough with some of these calls that I'm making. We'll go back and watch that. Actually, we'll go back and watch the crash that happened up here. Not sure what happened, but Tate smacked that wall. I mean, he drilled it. Go on a chase with Christopher Tate here. 60, yep, 60 lifted Tate off the ground. Tate gets stuck in the wall there. Immediately makes hard contact. Looks like it was only him. Then we'll go back to the finish here. See how close it was between these two drivers. And Andrew will go. This is the back stretch here. Andrew's kind of left out alone. Has nobody to go. Look at Jeff Merck. Jeff, he's sitting third, just right in that bottom lane. Out of 3 and 4 is Jeff's kind of in a weird position. He decided not to go with Kerry here, surprisingly. The Kerry goes out. He decides not to. That leaves Jeff on the bottom. Looks like he hits the 7th of the trouble. Gets him a little bit loose. Actually, it might have been a net code there. Hold on. Let me make sure that's it. I think it might have been a net code from these drivers here. Jeff, I think that was a net code more than I don't think he touched him. Look here. So it looks like he... Yeah, that's a net code. Kerry's already loose. And then, actually, I don't think that was him. That was not Jeff. So we'll look here. I'll go slow motion. I'll slow it down even more. So it looks like they're already loose there. I think might be hitting the rear end of him, but then Green comes up and Kerry makes contact with him. This driver's loose, and then we'll go to the photo finish here because this is so close at the line. You'll see the drivers coming here any second. Andrew just missed out on winning this race here. I have to, of course, wait for these drivers to get here. It's going to take them a while here. See him coming down. Andrew below the yellow line, but kind of he has to make that move there. We'll go photo finish. Wait for him to still get here. Right there, Jeff just barely edges out Andrew for the win. He missed Jeff doing his burnout there. Watching the end of that race replay. As my throat is still just kind of shot. As this is not good. Here he goes. He's doing his burnout now. I think he saw that I wasn't watching him just yet. Looks like Andrew probably just punched a hole through his wall, I think. But, yep, he coded there. So we'll bring up the race results here. Get rid of what is on the side, and I will go up to 0. So we'll bring in Michael Skeely. If I'm saying his name right. Ask for Michael, that is. Yep. He is here. Actually, wait, what? How did he? Where was he at? Huh? Okay, we're going back and watching this now. Where did he finish? I mean, what? Huh? Where is the one? Where is he at in this? Did he actually come home third? Where did this man come from? Okay, there's no way. Did he actually come home third? Oh my gosh, he actually did. Yep, the wreck that happened actually... Wait, hold on. Yep, Kerry didn't make it to the finish line. Wow. Okay. The one came home... Actually, he passed the 7 too. Spin it. I know it's going to be a gift for the one. One's going to be happy with what just happened there. We'll bring in Michael here. Very shortly here. Let me just drag him. Everybody is in the waiting room here, so we'll bring in Michael. Hey, Michael, this is Bryson's booth. You got a copy, man? As we might have gone away here. Give him just a little bit longer. Hey, Michael, this is... Oh, there you are. Man, so you come home third out of nowhere, but, how did the race go for you the whole entire night, man?
Just trying to relax and not get into any issues with anybody. No wrecks, no mistakes. Got a black flag for speeding once. Went a couple laps down. Had to get those back. And then kind of missing the melee at the end. Restarted 10th.
And I was looking at the results, and I saw your name, and I was like, wait, what? And then I went back. Looks like Austin Green and Kerry Whitaker just weren't able to make it to the line. So,
yeah,
you come home third. I mean, I guess you can take that, man.
Yeah, Yeah, I'll take that anytime. It's third time participating in you guys' races. So first two I didn't finish. Kind of glad I got to finish this time.
Hey, man, well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I race for ACR. It's a brand new racing league we just started up. So I want to thank those guys. It's been helping me get better every week. So I guess that's the shout out.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good third place finish. Looks like it was a gift from somebody, but man, that's still money in your pocket. So good job tonight, man.
Actually, I'm gonna put it back to you guys and
Okay,
just
did
put it
not
in
know
the
that.
spot for you guys.
All right, man. Well, thank you for. I know Taryn will probably be happy about that, but good job coming home third tonight, man.
Yep, thank you very much.
As that was Michael Skeely, as he's giving the money back to HSR. Didn't know he was going to do that. No, Taryn's going to be happy with that, so it'll go towards the pot. We will bring in the 6 of Andrew, the man that races on a controller and that we call Turtle in HSR. Hey, Andrew, this is Bryson's booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, I do.
Man, so you're so close, and Jeff just barely edged you out. I'll actually tell you the margin between you all. So Jeff won.
Don't tell me.
Oh, I'm going to tell you. So it's 0.006 is what you just got beat by. You were so close, man. But describe what was going through your head that final lap, seeing everybody wreck behind you and knowing that you had a chance at taking home the win tonight.
Yeah, I just saw them wreck behind me, and I knew I wasn't going to get any help. So I tried to side draft Austin and Carey. Didn't work, and so I fell to the bag. I thought I wasn't going to have enough steam coming to turn 3 to even have a chance for the win. When I was gaining up steam in the tri-oval, I knew Carey and Austin and Jeff were going to make contact. And then when I saw Carey going up high, losing it, I thought that he was gonna come back down, slam into Austin, slam into Jeff, and I already committed up high, and I was gonna go right by them. But as soon as I saw Austin save it, then overcorrect it, immediately, and you can see on the replay, immediately I went right down to the apron. I was like probably 2 lanes up. As soon as I saw Austin go up, I went boom right down to the apron. And when I was side by side with Jeff, I thought I had the win. I waited, I lost. I kind of broke my hand in the process. I kind of slammed my table, and I think I broke my hand.
Yeah, you gotta let the anger out on something. It's better to punch a table and punch a hole in the wall. So I can't blame you. You were so close. I thought you honestly I had to look over at the results to make sure that you didn't win that race. It was just so close at the line. You kind of came out of nowhere. I was like, where's Andrew been the whole entire night? But yeah, you definitely worked your way up front. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Dubby, Great Energy Drink, a sponsor of you and Ghost Racing Network, and a sponsor of HSR and Taryn. We can't do it without your support. Use code HSR or use code. What's your code, Bryce?
It's code 10GHOST is what it is.
10GHOST. Use them and get 10% off on your orders. I just finished up drinking 3 of their drinks. Really good. And my birthday's now, since it's past midnight, my birthday's in 9 days, and I thought I'm going to get my first ever money race, first ever league race win, and came up short yet again.
Yeah, it's just heartbreaking, but still, that is a lot of money, and actually, you might have been watching it. Michael is actually putting his money back into the prize pool, so that'll even be more money for you to take home tonight, man.
Woo!
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, and I will drag Jeff in here. But good job tonight,
Flyers, go Eagles!
Go Steelers. I had to say that, and then drag him right out, so he can't respond to it. Yes, we belong in Pittsburgh, Andrew. Not Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Andrew. Not you. But my voice is dying, so we will bring in the 60 of Jeff Merck here. Hey, Jeff, this is Bryson's booth. You got a copy, man?
Hey, Bryce, what's up?
Man, so that was so close at the line. You barely edged out Andrew, but, describe what was going through your mind on that last lap, knowing the moves that you had to make.
Yeah, I mean, once you take the white flag, you know the race is over. I mean, pretty much. I mean, even if they wreck or you get caught up in the wreck, it, you're going to race back. We took the white. We were kind of starting. Everybody was kind of getting boxed in. Uh, the middle opened up, so I had to go up there because if you get boxed in, only playing the top 5, you're not even going to finish in the money. So I jumped in the middle, got a push. They started banging off of each other up there. I don't know if he got loose. I don't know if I took the air off his spoiler. I just watched the replay. I know we didn't touch. He got loose, went up the hill. I kind of banged off of my left front a little bit, got that crinkled up. But luckily, I was still close enough to the pack in front of me. I got it to pull down the back. So I was pretty much, the 6th car was on the outside, so I knew he was kind of out of it. So I just took him between 1st and 2nd. Off of 4, I kind of knew the guy in 2nd was probably going to try to go high, so I was, just going to fake go with him and then tuck him behind the leader. And through the trial, I had every intention of pushing the 7 to the win and just taking 2nd, because get my money back and make a little too. So I had every intention of pushing him to the win. Got up on his rear bumper. Because in that situation, I didn't expect anybody to run that any different than I did. You don't lift in that situation. He got loose, wiggled up, and then I think the 23 bumper hooked him, turned him into the wall. And then the 6 got a big run on me. I thought he was actually going to outrun me to the line, but I beat him by 0.06 of a second. So that's kind of my breakdown of the last lap. I don't know what it looked like from the booth, but that's kind of the way I seen it. So you can tell me if I called something wrong there, but that's the way it looked like from the replay that I watched.
Yeah, man. I didn't really look in depth to it, but pretty much what you said is exactly what I saw. I mean, you're in a position you got to go for it. And I was looking. I think I may have thought that you made contact. Then I looked back and I already saw the 23 was loose, the 7 was already loose, and it was kind of those two that made contact, and you were just kind of the benefactor of it. So I really didn't see anything in the wrong. Of course, I haven't gotten a closer look at it, but you take home the win tonight. That's the most money, or you will get the most money, man. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Big shout out to my lovely wife inside. I don't know if she's watching, but Dawn, I love you. Thanks for letting me do this. Bandit Motorsports, that's my team I run with. Patented Paints, he's the one that painted this. On Fridays we wear red. That stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. So all the guys in uniform and women that are deployed overseas or on a ship somewhere, keep those guys in your thoughts and prayers. Ghost Racing Network, I think that's it.
Yes, that is right.
Yeah, all right. Ghost Racing Network up in the booth. Appreciate you guys putting this on. HSR, Taryn, he always does it. He always puts on good races. So I appreciate that. All the guys that helped me tonight and ran with me, I appreciate them kind of working with me. And I know I led a lot of laps tonight, and I led the last one. That's the one that counts. So I'll take it. And a great finish there by Turtle. I call him Turtle, but it's Andrew Santo. I think that's Turtle. But so I think that's everybody. I do believe.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good win tonight, man. Good job.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
So that was Jeff Merck, the race winner, having to read some of the discords that's going on because I don't know what's happening here. But I'll go through the finishing order here. Jeff Merck first, Andrew second. Got beat barely because he .006. Michael Skeely comes home third, but he's giving his winnings back to HSR for the prize pool, so thank you to him. Austin Green fourth, Nicholas Warner fifth, Jared Miller sixth, seventh TJ Floyd, eighth Jared Barclay, ninth David McGuire, 10th PJ Luttrell, 11th Autumn Kroger, 12th Kerry Whitaker, 13th Christopher Tate, 14th Braxton DeWeese, 15th Christopher Blackburn, 16th Larry McDonald, 17th was Sean Corbett, 18th was Christian Martinez, 19th Kenneth Stamper, 20th Cole Larson, 21st Kevin Winker, 22nd Ambrose Knevel, 23rd Ron Morse Jr., and 24th was Derek Raleigh. But that was a finish at the end. Andrew just barely missed out on taking home the win tonight. I was going to be a little bit angry with himself for that. Probably broke his hand. Maybe he can use that money towards the doctor visit. Hopefully he didn't actually break it, though. But if you are watching on Roku live, if you don't mind throwing in a subscription to Ghost Racing Network on YouTube, that'll help us grow. I don't normally do this every now and then when they have a open spot for the race. Of course, I try to jump on it as fast as I can, and I was able to get on it tonight. But not a bad race overall. HSR will be back here tomorrow at Talladega. Yes, Talladega again. And the trucks, of course, they always race the trucks. Used to race Xfinity a little bit. They did a next-gen race. I love the next-gens. Oh, my gosh. Those things are amazing. One thing I hate about it is the gearbox. But that's really all I have to say. Hopefully I see you all here tomorrow. My throat is dead, so I'll roll these ads, and I will let you all go.